Give me at least three things that you would say that you see that we either A need to do or B we need to look in the mirror about.
Mm, mm. What we need to do um, is that A word that everybody runs from. We all need to sit down and talk with accountability.
What does
We
that?
all what well, that means that we need to sit down and say, you know what? Maybe it ain't everybody that's against me. Maybe it's me that's affected everybody. And
Talk
so, right. And so you have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to have people around you that will hold you accountable, and you also have to be open to holding yourself open to people holding you accountable. Uncle Stu, you can reach out to me, email me, call me, and say, hey, listen, you've done it before. Hey, listen, I saw some on your platform. I don't think that's going to work out for you, bro. Hey, Uncle Stu, I'm not going to argue with, hey, Uncle Stu, man, I appreciate that, bro. Sir Hale, I had a conversation with him today. I said, once a week, we're going to have accountability week. Every Friday, we're going to get together and have an accountability party on what we can do better, what we did wrong, and what we need to stay away from, and what we need to involve ourselves in. He said, oh, absolutely. Let's do it. Right. So that's the first thing. The other thing I would say is that when it comes to us, I think that people need to be willing to, how can I say it? People need to be willing to have the conversations. You got to be willing, if you know something's going on and you know something's wrong, even if it triggers you, even if it makes you feel some kind of way, you got to have the conversation, because without conversation, everybody's quiet and we're suffering in silence. We got to vent. We got to be able to get those things outside of us that everybody hold in. And so on my platform, on Black Men Unfiltered Network, I want those conversations. And that's why I do, we're through doing 3 shows now. That's why I do it tonight. I'll do one with the fellas barbershop. We'll have the ladies come in later on after an hour of us talking and come into the Lions Den and have them ask questions to the fellas. You know, on Tuesdays, we have a mixed panel of women and men that come together and have the conversation. On Saturday, we let the women have it. You know, they have their healing, and this weekend they're talking about healing and health and how to recover from heartbreak, and they're going to do their thing on Saturday. So, you know, it's just having that thing that everybody can plug into.
Let me ask you something. For your network, like when you look in your analytics, who do you what is your age range that you seem to be real strong in?
Surprisingly, I'm
Mm.
glad you. That's a great question. So when I looked, I say this down. That can't be right, because it showed. At first, it was more for younger audience, 20, 25, 30-ish right now. Now I'm seeing 40, 50. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got these kind of people watching. What they looking at, I guess. And I went to my grandmother, and my grandmother said, maybe they're watching because they're trying to figure out the young people, just like we're like y'all trying to figure us out. We're trying to figure y'all out. We want to know what y'all talking about, what y'all going through. And so, I mean, it's a balance though, because some days some days it's in one category and some days it's in another. So that's why I have to check. I check it. I mean, I check it so much. YouTube tired of me.
Now,
But
do you think it's 50 and 40-year-olds because they have not matured up to their age level? Therefore, 35 and under is what they can handle.
that may be it. That's a good point. I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it like that. You may be right. Maybe they haven't matured, because now today's 40 and 50-year-old is not the 40 and 50-year-old of old, right? Today's 40 and 50-year-old, they're still some of them now, not all, but some
Mhm.
of them still think they're 20, 30, partying, clubbing, getting it in, smoking with the young people. I mean,
Right.
I ain't lying, Uncle Stu.
Right. When you see that, because I think that's an interesting narrative. When you're seeing 50 and 40-year-olds acting like 35 and 20-year-olds, where do you think that comes from?
I think that they don't want to. I think that I like to use analogies. I think that they've been on the interstate and too long, and they don't know when to exit. I think that when you're 50 years old and you have arthritis in your right knee, and you 55 years old, and you really can't get around like you used to. I see it all the time, Uncle Stu. Even in my family, I see 50-year-olds and 55-year-olds out with their hair slicked back, trying to do the new hairdo. They out dropping it like it's hot. They out drinking, getting drunk. Yella, they getting drunk, they out partying, staying out all night, and then the next morning they can't even get out the bed. So I don't think they want to let it go. I think they just want to stay in that place. I don't think they want to grow. I don't think they want to be the elders that we need. They want to be the youth that they want to be, but not the elders that we need.
Do you feel that's where a lot of the breakdown is coming from? Is that there's not enough elders? And give me your definition of an elder.
An elder to me is someone that who has walked through hell, survived it, came out on the other side of it with a testimony that can help everyone around them. I think that an elder is a person that has wisdom, that has gone through things and will not allow the people around them to go through the same thing. And if they do go through it, they have the experience to walk them through it. And so and we're missing that so much right now, because right now you go to an older lady or an older man. Hey, listen, I need to talk to you about something that's going on in my life. Hey, I ain't got time right now, bro. I'm going to the club tonight. You don't have the old grandma that you sit down at her feet and you can tell her what she would. And I remember being 25, 24 years old and being able to sit at my grandmother's feet and speak these things into her. And she would speak that wisdom back to me. Half the stuff I talk about, the way I talk, the way my mannerisms, everything that my grandmother would talk about, because she was so full of wisdom. And my grandfather, and being, because I'm an old spirit, so I love being around the elders and just hearing their stories and their life stories. And so I think that's what the elder is today, but the elder back then, it was just so much better to just sit at the feet of people that grasp a hold of their age and where they are in their life, and they help you navigate through yours.
We have a couple of people who are in their 50s. OG Patrice.
Yeah.
Mosaic with TJ Randolph.
Absolutely.
Myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even Security Boss,
Mm-hmm.
Unsolicited.
Yes.
Is definitely in there. But sometimes we all have a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it amongst our generation.
Exactly.
And the struggle is sometimes people in your generation say we need to be dismissed. I'm even going to say that even Obsidian has spoken this way, meaning he has heard these terminologies out here.
Wow.
How do you respond to that? What do you say? Are we doing something wrong, or is that narrative really out there?
Well, I'm not going to say you guys are doing anything wrong. I will say that things have changed on maybe I'm just getting them the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe they're talking about how it's much easier to do the things that you guys didn't do. Back in the day, you had to get a woman's phone number, walk a couple of miles to the house, get in the house, pick up the phone, roll it, rodeo dial the phone and talk to them, and so back then it was more interaction, more excitement. But now you can talk to 5 girls in 20 minutes and have 5 different conversations going on with 5 different women. And so the technology has changed, the temptation has changed, the women have definitely changed. Jesus Christ. The men have changed. And so I guess they're trying to say you guys didn't have to deal with what we had to deal with. Uncle Stu, they may say, Uncle Stu, you didn't have to deal with 5 women in your inbox every day talking about how fine you are and how they love that bald head and them bright shirts you wear every day and them glasses and the way you speak. Back in the day, women didn't do that because they didn't have the means or the tools to do it. And so now they're saying, oh, we're dealing with something much heavier that y'all didn't have to deal with. But on the other side of that, it's still issues and concerns and problems that the elders still can have word on. They can still speak into your life, because men have still hurt women, women have still hurt men, children are still being born out of wedlock, kids are parents are still moving their kids away with their cousins that had the babies. We're still going through some of the same things we went through in the old days. Technology just put it out on a bigger platform. And so we still need the elders. We still need Uncle Stu to say, hey, man, get you some discipline. Calm down. Don't put your seed in every. We need that. We need it, because right now you have a lot of people that are combining the same mindsets, and the same mindsets are the most toxic mindsets. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to lay down with 6 girls. Hey, bro, she got some sisters. It's no accountability. And so you need the elders to hold that accountability.